You ever met someone who is just fake? I mean, they're not who they exactly claim to be. I mean, they may act like a clout-chasing gangster one moment, but when it no longer suits their assets, they change and say and do whatever they need to produce more.
Motherfucker, this the deal. Mama, ho, mama, I ain't know it was you. Mama, I ain't know it was you. No, I ain't kill no cops. Mama, call me back, okay? Call me back. Mama, stop believing everything you hear on the news. And you still
Well. How you guys doing on today? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. Man, I'm doing all right. Okay, let's y'all seen the intro. Today we're talking about T Grizzley. He well, if you haven't seen, he is the big time, well-known rapper of Detroit. And I've already went over this. I don't want to go too much into this, but if you haven't seen my last video, I did the breakdown of who TG is and his come up, and then he had dissed Eminem because he was having an album about to come out, and he also had a video game coming out at the same time, so he dissed Eminem. He got quite a few sales. Like, he got, a lot of people, a lot of interest, a couple more tens of thousands of people went and looked at some of his work and looked at him, so it paid off, for that short amount of time within that week. With album sales, it's kind of just like YouTube views. You get your most views within your first 6 hours. You'll get your you'll get your best and your most views in your first 6 hours. In album case, you usually get your best views and your best sales and your most sales in that first explosive week. So he had that explosive week, but hell, what now? So then TG, as you guys know the story, he dissed Eminem, and then Royce, he finds out from Royce after all of this had went down, and he done made the sales, and stuff is a little bit slow now. Now he comes back and he does say, Royce alerted him and let him know, hey, wait, Eminem had just asked me about working with him. He was going to work with him, so I told him just wait a bit and whatnot. But yeah, I work with the guy. So you guys know the story. Basically, T Grizzley, he goes on an Instagram rant and he's like, he blames it on Royce. He's like, I could have worked with him. You supposed to be doing that for Detroit. You supposed to be looking out for me. How you gonna tell him not to work with me now? Put me on. So he blamed all that on Royce, and he had a few more words for M and Royce and all that good stuff. So after a while, things just died off. And now we're here today, and he's dancing a new dance. Not that hard. I don't know what this is. I don't know. This is the new dance. Whenever you see me do this is the new dance. So he's dancing a new dance. It's not that, yo, I run Detroit up in this mud. Why y'all talking about M? You know who I am? I'm the biggest thing popping right now. Now he's dancing a new dance. Mamacita, I'm your papi and I want to meet ya. But anyway, yeah. Y'all know what I mean, man. So he gets on an interview with TMZ, and I may play it, but if not, if I feel it's gonna get copyrighted, I'll just play the audio. But let's play a little piece. Let's play the first clip of what he had to say.
This whole Eminem drama. Look, are you guys ever gonna squash this beef?
So, shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Royce. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up. Did he just shout? This is weird. This ain't that gangster. This ain't that TG. Only thing I need is the streets. It's a shout out that you shouting out M. Shout out to M. Shout out to being real new right now. Let's play the next clip.
So, shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Royce. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him. Talked to Royce the other day. It was really just a big misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely gonna come with 8 Mile too. Feel me?
So that wasn't just like a joke. You were saying like
no, I'm talking shit. I don't know about 8 Mile, so we gonna come with it, but we.
So it was just a misunderstanding. TG, all that dissing and all those interviews during the time of your album, and you saw all the people that were saying and pumping you up on this diss and flocking to your album because of the diss. You never said anything back then that it was a misunderstanding. So for all of those that say, yeah, he's young, you know, people misunderstand. Nah, you didn't say none of this misunderstanding. Misunderstand? Stan. No, the kick and the snare, that's the misunderstanding. That's the only thing you misunderstand. You missed the stand. I don't know what I'm going on about, but what I'm trying to say is, man, okay, we heard TG said that it was a misunderstanding and he wanted to do 8 Mile 2 with M now. Let's hear it. What else?
Like I said, I don't know about 8 Mile, so we gonna come with it, but we definitely got some music coming though. You know what I'm saying? Royce got a project on the way. I got a project on the way. You know, M like the big dog in the city, so.
So, M the big dog in the city. M run Detroit now. So what you said back then, you were just lying. You were just clout. So now he the big dog and you shouting him out. M, you that big dog in the city. Oh, so now M run Detroit. So now he's the big dog. So now you showing your respect. So now you're honoring M. Because back then when your album was out and you were making the sales that first week and things weren't slow and you didn't know that you had the opportunity to get on with him, you wasn't saying this. Once again, you didn't say this was a misunderstanding back then. You ran with that dialogue. So you meant what you said. I mean, if you're going to apologize, then apologize. Don't make it as a misunderstanding. We're not even using that I was young and I was dumb and you're passing the blame. See, this is a prime red flag of a not sincere apology and not a apologetic person. A unapologetic person will push the apology on someone else. It's someone else's fault. In this case, it's our fault. We should have never thought it was a diss. We misunderstood that. Once again, it's the fans and it's the stands. Shame on y'all. If I was him, I still wouldn't. That's no apology. Like, that's not even being real. Even if you're not apologizing, which I'm not saying, you have to stand up and man up to your diss. This was my diss track, but come at him correct. Yo, I was in my feelings or I was trying to push an album. You know how it is in the game. And when you came up, you dissed a lot of people too, just to be messing around. So that's kind of what I did. No hard feelings. Not this, it was the fans' fault. It was a misunderstanding. We didn't make what is the misunderstanding? And then let me get that. What is he trying to say? Or you're trying to say the lyrics was misunderstood, it wasn't meant as a diss, or are you trying to say that you, the way you understood at a time that M kind of wasn't really feeling or repping Detroit, so you felt that you had to do that for Detroit? Was that the misunderstanding? Let's go on.
You know, M like the big dog in the city, so you feel me?
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Have you spoken to M directly yet?
I ain't supposed to him directly yet.
You think he's holding a little grudge, like he wanna?
I know he the type of guy that you can't just say anything to him.
Right. But he's a battle rapper at heart, you know?
Yeah, but at the end of the day too though, like coming from where we come from, like Detroit, can't say anything to us. Right. And everything just be cool like you ain't say it like.
Right, so.
You feel me? So I feel where you coming from with that.
You think?
Oh, so you know. So right now you're admitting that, hey, yeah, I dissed him. Basically, you're saying, yeah, I dissed him, so I understand what he's coming from because, you know, I understand. I said some stuff about him and to him in my song. This whole apologetic, non-apologetic is very contradictory. I screwed up that word. But anyway, now he is admitting, okay, it was a diss, and I can understand why M would be, you know, would feel a certain way because I come from the same place. You say something about me, then we can't just, you know, just hold hands and, you know, 10 minutes later. So you know this. And just the fact that you made that statement, you're acknowledging that you said something that it is a diss. Or you wouldn't have said that, hey, yeah, I can feel M and, you know, I can't just say anything. Yeah, you just said anything. So, this is why, and I'm going to stop it right here. I honestly, yeah, you know what? I'll play a little bit more. I think he's got a little bit more to say. But let me play it first.
Before the actual collab comes out?
Yeah, but even if we never do, it's all love, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, the way I came out, I ain't never need nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you get to a certain level, you do kind of need people to shoot up even higher, though. You know what I'm saying? So I hope it can get done, but if not, it's still all love, though.
Okay, stop this. Me coming up, I didn't really need nobody. But now I'm at the point that I need somebody. Are you serious? How do people buy this stuff, man? I didn't really need nobody back then, but now I need somebody. So hook me up. I'm at the point where, how can you justify it? He just basically said it, people. I didn't need nobody. Now I'm at the point where I need M. So you know what, M? I apologize. It was a misunderstanding. You got me on 8 Mile 2, though. I need you right now, my dude. We both from Detroit. We got that. I'm from Detroit. You from Detroit. See, in closing, that's why I can't take these haters seriously. That's why I joke and I play, and I'm in this little niche where I play with the famous haters because I enjoy it. I enjoy it, man, because I can't take them serious because I know it's about the clout, and I know that they would work with him given the chance. They would suck their mom, uppercut their uncle, and kick their grandpa with a knee in his left chin. Just for the opportunity to work, to do a hook, to sing with him, if they could. The only person out of all that hater crew that I believe that I kind of don't really, every now and then, but I kind of backed off a little bit on him. But the only person that has ever hated or dissed them that I've really felt that it wasn't kind of, here recently, that is not, it wasn't for clout or any type of fame. It was a genuine, hurt and a passionate, hurt. And that's Joe Budden. I truly believe, out of the Bazzinos, the MGKs, and all of them, it was all from clout. But Joe Budden, I can't put him in that category now. You know, after listening to his album, after listening to Slaughtermouse and some of the other past interviews and what he's saying and how he conducts himself, I can tell that, you know, he was a stan. And he genuinely, he liked him. And he enjoyed him. And he wanted, yes, he wanted what M had. And yes, he felt that M could elevate his career, but it wasn't just about the career. It was about working with a legend. It was about, you know, it was a friendship. It was about getting better, and he genuinely wanted a friendship, not a partnership based off of business, but he wanted to be have that friendship. Everybody else, this is clout, man. They don't care about him. And I put TG in that same. He say it's all love, but I can hear how this unapologetic apology went. That once again, you know, it's just a case of, you know, clout chasing gone wrong, and you know, and like he said out of his own words, you know, I'm at the point where you need someone, and I need him now. Can only get so far. He's gonna help me get. So it's just one of those things, man. And that's why I know a lot of people, and maybe even yourself, may feel that, hey, yeah, I hope Eminem works with him and give him a second chance. I know, yeah, Royce would probably give him a bar, because Royce nowadays, he is more on forgiveness and grace. And great for Royce, because that's me. That's me. But with him, I still feel he's got a lot growing up to do. And you can't set that notion and set that tone that, okay, you can diss me, but then you can come out, you know, on a TMZ, or come out and you can agree with the larger Mars, and you can say the white devils, and you can say, well, you can come out your mouth anyway to me, and then expect me to work with you because you did a little fake apology tour or anything like that. You can't set that standard. Because at the end of the day, I know you as a fan, maybe you want him to start working with more Detroit rappers, because you may feel that it may help validate and sustain and stop some of the hate and really show, because you want it, because you're a fan of him and you want the best for him. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna let you know, M don't have to validate himself. He is the very foundation. He has played an essential role already, and the very foundation of rap inside of hip hop. He do not have to come correct to this younger generation, but there's got to be a certain amount of respect for the greats. And until we can start respecting the greats and those before us, we'll just be blinded by our own regret, remorse, and stubbornness. Gotta do better. That's my message. Don't do it, Gotta come back with it. Thanks for watching.